Good afternoon. Welcome to Afternoon Chat. I'm your host, Ghost Mostly. What's going on today, folks? How's everybody doing? The chat is up and running. Detroit lost. Season's over. They sucked. Now I actually got to root for them to lose. I'm sorry, that's just the way I feel. I want them to lose out the rest of the season. They got 2 games remaining, one Thursday. The more they lose now, the better their draft picks get. They don't have to trade up. They're going to be up. Personal opinion. Afternoon chat, Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. A free show. The people in the chat are the actual stars of the show. They determine what we talk about, not me. This is a free show. No midstream ads, no sponsors. I'm not running for political office. I'm not trying to become an online influencer. I'm not coming out with a line of merch. I'm one of the few guys on TV that's not chasing you, trying to tackle your wallet. I'm giving you an opportunity to voice your opinion on worldwide television for free. If you've ever wanted to talk to your TV, this is your golden opportunity. 5 days a week, 2 hours a day. We do have certain rules. We have to follow the community guidelines established by YouTube. They're the only platform I'm streaming on, so we got to not piss them off. So what's on your mind today? What do you guys want to talk about? The Lions losing, it was miserable. My personal opinion, it was a horrible, horrible game. I'm just a Lions fan. I'm not a football expert. It's unbelievable how horrible this season has gone for the Lions. The injuries were comparable to the injuries last year. The offensive line has been decimated. The defensive secondary is on injured reserve. It was a bad season, in my opinion. I still like our players. I still like our coaches. I still like team ownership. But now I got to root for them to lose. The game on Thursday, they're playing Minnesota. I hope they lose it. It'll get them a better draft pick. I'm a fan, but I got to be realistic. So what's on your mind? What do you guys want to talk about? If you're having trouble chatting, you need to go to youtube.com and download the Discord app. It's free, just like the show's free. Most people are watching on their TV, but they're chatting with their phone or a tablet or a computer. I was watching podcasts all weekend. I saw at least 2 Joe Rogans. I saw Tom Grassi. I watched Tom Grassi for at least 8 hours. And of course, Mike Kimber. I chatted with Kimber. I chatted with Grassi. I watched him on my TV, but I chatted with my computer. It's my understanding that if you've got the latest of the smart TVs with all the bells and whistles, that you'll be able to do it with your television's remote control. But I haven't seen one of those TVs yet. Well, maybe after the holiday, I'll go down to the stores and take a look and see what's available. I'm not going out there now. It's a zoo out there now. Speaking of a holiday, there's not going to be a show on Thursday. I'm taking Christmas Day off. I took Thanksgiving off, and I'll take Christmas Day off as well. Friday, 3 o'clock, the show will be right back on the air. I'm trying to make the show reliable and dependable, that you'll be able to chat on here Monday through Friday, but I am taking the holiday off. The channel is growing. Every week there's new subscribers, there's more viewing hours, so I can't complain, but I do want to take the day off, so it's Christmas Day. I deserve it. I've been a good boy, in my opinion. I'm not going to ask Santa for his opinion. I'm just going to take the day. So what do you guys want to discuss today? And I'm very disappointed in the Lions season. It didn't go well. Hopefully you guys will get in the chat and give us something good to talk about. Otherwise, I'm just going to go down one rabbit hole after another. You know me. Wherever my mind happens to wander. Unless you guys jump in the chat and change the subject, you know, you guys are the stars of the show. I'm just the host. I can only give you my opinion from where I'm sitting, my end of my couch here. And I watched podcasts all weekend, but this morning I was watching the news, and it's just as disappointing as it was last week. So what do you guys want to discuss? The Epstein ballroom that we're never going to get to go to? Yeah. The Epstein case that never ends because they refuse to stop covering up for the pedophiles. Jeffrey Epstein, while he was molesting young girls, he was grooming them so that he could peddle them. He was a pimp. The man was running women amongst our elite. They've got a paper trail. They're hiding it, but it's there. There's a definite paper trail. Epstein wasn't walking into the bank every Monday morning with bushel baskets full of cash. There's a paper trail. Who paid the pimp? That's what I want to know. Who gave the pimp money? Pimps don't sell women for free. They want money. Who paid the pimp? The financial records. That's what I want to see. I want to know who was sending money to the pimp. We already know who's covering it up. It's the Republicans. Plain and simple. Just like the Democrats before them. They're covering it up to protect the rich. I feel like I'm just a normal American guy, and I'm very disappointed. They don't seem to care about right and wrong. The entire government needs to be replaced. Vote them all out of office next year, the midterms. If they've had a position in the government, boot them out. Get a whole new crew of people in there. That's what we need. When the bathwater goes bad, you pull the plug, drain it completely, you clean out the tub, replug it, and fill it again. In America, the bathwater's gone bad. We need to drain them, get them out of there. Elect a whole new crew. It's these incumbents. They've been in office for years and they think it's okay. They want to protect pedophiles. In our society, that is not okay. I don't care how many rich guys were involved. Show us all the files. I want to see the financial files. Who paid the pimp? You guys better get in the chat and change the topic, because I'm telling you, I'll go 2 hours on this. I'm upset that East Wing of the White House has been destroyed. They're building a 90,000 square foot ballroom that I'm never going to get to see the interior of. The Epstein Ballroom is a monument to pedophiles all over America. That's the way it appears to me. That's my opinion. Feel free to jump in the chat and disagree. I'd much rather have the East Wing of the White House have remained intact. It's a display of opulence. Somebody needs to explain to our exalted hot dog the difference between being an owner and being a tenant. I am a tenant in an apartment complex in my apartment. It does not give me the right to tear down half the goddamn building. That's so totally out of line. It's pathetic. I shouldn't even have to say it's out of line. You know it's out of line. He's a temporary resident. That's it. It's unbelievable. Everything that this regime touches turns to crap. The United States stinks. And the smells coming from the White House and the halls of Congress. Vote them all out of office. Every single one of them. Every Republican, every Democrat, get them out. Let's get a whole new bunch of people. I'm fed up with them. 250 plus years, we still don't have health care for Americans. 250 years. That's a long time. It's ridiculous. They're not helping America. They are the problem. All of them. Vote them all out of office. Every one of them. If you were in control, that'd be your smartest move. Wipe the board clean. Start over fresh. They're the ones that decided to shut down the government, not you and I. They're the ones that have decided to hide all the pedophiles, protecting the pedophiles. That's the most disgusting thing I've ever heard of. They are not the good guys. They are all the bad guys. Every one of them. The United States is a laughingstock throughout the globe. We're the ones that are protecting the pedophiles. It's the United States. And the Epstein ballroom is their pinnacle. I call it the Epstein ballroom because Epstein would get invited. You and I would never get invited, but I'm sure these morons would all invite their child molesting buddies. Think about that the next time you go in and vote. Find somebody that has never held public office before and elect them. In my opinion, that's all I can offer you. My perspective, my point of view, one guy sitting on his couch. I'm never going to get invited to the Epstein ballroom. I never wanted the Epstein ballroom. But yet my tax dollars got to pay for the Epstein ballroom. Oh, yeah, they say it's all private donation. These are bribes. I guarantee you everyone that donated to this Epstein ballroom was on Epstein's island. They're paying for the cover-up right in front of us. They're all going to get invited to the ballroom. You and I will never get invited. It will be closed to us. We're just the poor people. That's for the elites. In my opinion, feel free to jump in the chat and disagree. Feel free to straighten me out here. That's what this show's all about. You don't have to sit here and listen to me. You can listen to you. Voice your opinion. I can't believe these people. They're beyond criminal. Beyond criminal. What's next? You know? What's next? They are so heinous, so obscene, it's ridiculous. Now, I'm probably going to have to take another week off for watching the news soon. Okay. The news is not good. None of it. The fraud's leading the government, and he's cooking the books. Have you been to a store lately? He's cooking the books if he's telling you that everything's good, that this is the golden age. He's cooking the books to the point where I doubt he even knows the real numbers. When they cook the books, eventually the real numbers come out. After the midterms elections next year in 2026, next year, the week before Christmas, we're going to find out how bad 2025 really was. The numbers will eke out by then, and we'll see, oh, unemployment was astronomical. Oh, inflation was astronomical. Oh, after the midterm elections, he knows he's going to be a lame duck. So he's going to stop hiding all the misinformation. He'll give up on it. And the real numbers will come out. And when the real numbers come out, you're going to find that in 2025, the United States GDP, our gross domestic product, was reduced between 10 and 15% because of this clown regime. In my opinion. Feel free to disagree. Jump in the chat, straighten me out. But I'm telling you, I don't care how much he cooks the books. I can go to the store and I can see that the prices are up. Every time I go out and I have to pull out my wallet, I'm feeling a pinch. It's ridiculous. And then stand there and lie to us and tell us, oh, this is the golden age. The best America's ever been. Bull crap. This is not the golden age. And the government's cooking the books. They're protecting the pedophiles. They're not representing the people. They're representing the corporations that bribed them. Prove me wrong. Jump in the chat. Straighten me out. I'm telling you, these clowns are making the United States of America the laughing stock of the world. Every country that is not jumping through hoops to protect pedophiles is pointing a finger at us. And they're saying, America sucks. And they're right. It does. Right now, America sucks. Not because of its people, because of its government. Cooking the books and protecting pedophiles is not morally or ethically the standards of which this country was built. These people are morally and ethically bankrupt. And it's ridiculous. I'm sorry, but I want to know what the hell's going to happen next. Are they going to start protecting murderers? I'm pissed off about the Epstein ballroom. I'm pissed off about the East Wing of the White House. I'm pissed off about the Epstein files. I want to know who paid the pimp. They got a paper trail on you. They got a paper trail on me. And they're hiding their paper trail on their rich buddies. And it's sickening. They're trying everything they can think of to change the subject, to talk about something else. There's nothing else worth talking about except these guys and their criminality. If they can get away with protecting pedophiles and building them a shrine of a ballroom, then this country is truly lost. It's absurd to me that this can go on. Pam Bondi's impeachment trial should have already started. When it didn't come in on Friday with a full release of all 100% of the documents like the law declared they must, she should have been impeached first thing this morning. And guess what? Our Congress isn't even in session. They're on paid vacation. Welcome to the United States of America. Pam Bondi should be definitely removed from office. She's in charge of the Department of Justice, and she is breaking the laws. It's disgusting. You and I would be locked in prison. You and I would be perp walked. It's insane that this is going on. It's going on because the people with the money were Epstein's clients. They were the customers. The people with the money know that they can bribe the exalted hot dog. They know that they can build a ballroom and pay homage to their criminality. They'll be whining and dining at our expense for years. In my opinion, feel free to disagree. Jump in the chat and straighten me out. Epstein was a pimp. And Trump's ballroom, Epstein's ballroom, as I call it, is their salute to pedophiles in the United States of America. They're paying homage, and they're laughing at us, the people that actually have morals and actually have ethics. We are their joke. They think it's funny. They can get away with anything. You got masked ICE agents running around arresting people. They have no due process. This country was all about due process, right up until the day that it wasn't. Now there's no guaranteed due process for any of us. They don't have to have a warrant signed by a judge. You've had to have a warrant for 250 years, and now all of a sudden you don't? Jeez, isn't that in direct violation of our U.S. Constitution? It's just pathetic. They're all pathetic, in my opinion. I'm probably going to take next week off from watching the news. I'll probably do some self-censorship just so I can stay sane. Okay? is right now, it's ridiculous. They think they're getting away with something. Our next president can unmask every one of those ICE agents. Our next president can release the Epstein files. You and I both know nothing is ever permanently deleted. Somebody's got a copy. I guarantee you, somebody's got a copy. I'm telling you, this regime that is in control of the United States is the most sick criminal organization I have ever seen. And I worked in Vegas for the mob, okay? And I'm telling you, the mob looks like stand-up guys compared to these clowns that are running this country. These clowns that are running this country are throwing it right in our face. They're not held accountable for what they're doing. They think before Donald Trump loses his sanity completely, that he'll sign a pardon and that they can all walk scot-free. I disagree. I think our next president can send masked agents to pick them up and put them on a plane to a Venezuelan prison and get away with it. It's not this country that is bad. It's this government that is bad. This government is evil. They do not know right from wrong. Our current government is a bunch of crooks. And they're protecting each other. You think it's half the country. It's not. 2 in the White House, 435 in the House, and 100 in the Senate. Send them all to CCOT. Our next president can do it. They've proved it. They have proven that our next president can take them all and put them on a plane in the middle of the night and fly them to CCOT and drop them off. They've proven it possible. They've taught us how to do it. So I vote that we get rid of them all in one shot as soon as we get a new president. Vote them out of office and put them on a plane and ship them to CCOT. If it's okay to do that to other human beings, it's okay to do it to them. They've proven it. If it's not okay to do to other human beings, then why are they doing it? Because they can. I'm telling you, our next president can have a field day with these people. He can put them in a cage and put one on every corner in America. Feel free to walk by and poke them with a stick. Bunch of criminals, in my opinion. Yeah, I know. Everybody's sitting around watching this show thinking, it's too bad the Lions couldn't have won yesterday. He'd have been in a good mood. I know the Lions lost, but I'm still in a good mood. I just watched the news this morning, and it was all terrible. You and I both know right from wrong. When you and I both know right from wrong, what are these people? Totally inadequate, totally inept. I get disgusted. That's where I'm at, you know? I don't know what else to say about that. I'm not saying anything other than vote them out of office. All of them. Every one of them must be voted out of office. Epstein was killed. He was murdered in a jail cell, in my opinion. In my opinion, they're building the Epstein ballroom. It is their way of paying homage to all the pedophiles in the United States of America. That's the way it appears. The only perspective I have is my own. Nobody's jumping in the chat to give me their perspective. Tell me where I'm wrong. Are you expecting to get invited to this fancy Dan ballroom? Well, you can't go to the East Wing of the White House. Are you expecting to be wined and dined with the pedophiles? I've asked it before on this show, and I'll ask it again. What's the minimum bribe? I know I can't compete with the maximum bribe. I mean, a jet from Qatar is $400 million bribe. I can't compete on that level. But tell me, what is the minimum bribe? I can start a GoFundMe page. What's the minimum bribe? What's it going to take? If you guys don't vote these clowns out of office, we're just going to have year after year after year after year of this garbage. If they're never held accountable, why would it end? Let me tell you how your rights work in America. If you stand up for everyone else's rights, you actually have rights. If you don't stand up for everyone else's rights, then you have no rights. If they can get away with this, they can get away with anything. What do you want? Do you need ICE to come in, kick in your front door, and bitch slap you for a half an hour before you wake up? What's it going to take? Vote them all out of office, every one of them. They're sick. They do not belong in a leadership position. Every one of them. Vote them out. I don't care whether you like them or not. Vote them out. They're dysfunctional. The status of this country is our proof. Why can't they fix this country? Because it's not in their self-interest to do it. If it were, they would. It's not. They are there for self-enrichment. They want to hobnob with their buddies. They want to molest children. They are protecting child molesters. Why would you protect a child molester? Give me one good reason why anyone with a sane mind would protect a child molester. I need one reason. Give me one reason why any sane human being would protect a child molester. There is no reason. They do it because they can. And they can means that we have a job to do. Our job is to vote them all out of office. Every one of them. Male, female, Democrat, Republican, vote them all out of office. That's our solution. When your car gets covered with mud and dirt, don't you take it to the car wash? Wash it all off and start all over again? That's the way I see it. That's my opinion. This show is here so you can voice yours. Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Your opinion is welcome. I'm giving you a chance to voice it. You know how many people I've kicked out of this chat in the 4 months that I've been doing this? 0. None. I respect their opinion, and I allow them to voice it for free. I'm not a wise guy. I'm not connected. I'm just a guy sitting on his couch that found out he can have a podcast for a cost of $13.99 a month. I like to meet people. I like to talk to people. I like people. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm hosting the show. Why are you here? Why are you viewing this show? Feel free to jump in and voice your opinion. If the show's not good enough for you, tell me how to change it. What would you like to see? I'll listen. I'm giving you 2 hours a day, 5 days a week, except this week because I'm taking Thursday off, but you know what I mean. Tell me, straighten me out. Educate me. Teach me. These people in Washington, D.C., I'll take it even further. Our state governments, where are the 50 governors? Why aren't our governors in front of the press saying, release all the files? Release all the files right now and stop playing games. Stop protecting pedophiles. This country is protecting pedophiles, and it sickens me. Would you protect a pedophile? I would not. If you think we should be protecting pedophiles, jump in the chat and tell us all why. Because they're rich. They can take their money in their bank account and shove it right up their ass. Breaking the law is breaking the law. Your job title or your income level doesn't make a difference. Believe me, if they came into your home and they found evidence of your wrongdoing, you would be crucified. They would throw you to the wolves in a heartbeat. But because some guy's a multi-millionaire, he gets to walk away scot-free. I'm sorry. It's a very negative rant I'm on today. I apologize. I will try to do better later this week, but today is pretty much shot. I've already ruined the show. Jump in the chat, straighten me out, talk about Christmas cookie recipes, anything. Get me off of this subject. But I'm telling you, I'm fed up. I watched the news all morning this morning. I didn't watch it all weekend. I was watching Joe Rogan. I was watching Tom Grassi. I was watching Mike Kimber. I found all three informative, enjoyable. And then I got up this morning and had my morning coffee and watched the news. And this country has gone back crap crazy. They just have. They're protecting pedophiles and they're building them trophies. They're building them celebration. It's all insane. I know I'm never going to get invited to the Epstein ballroom. I know that these pedophiles that they're hiding and protecting will. So I'm presenting it to you. What are you going to do about it? I say we vote them all out of office. Every one of them. Republican and Democrat. Get them out. Take an ink pen and write it in the palm of your hand. Next. Throw them out of office. That's the only way you can let them know that their behavior is unacceptable. Then the next group that we get put into office, what do they learn? They'll learn that they must do better. If they don't do better, they will also be gone. Putting a revolving door on every house of Congress. The White House, the House of Representatives, and the Senate. Put a revolving door on there and just tell yourself, next, I don't care if you like them. Get rid of them. They're useless, worthless. They have no value to us. They are proving that on a daily basis. The Democrats had 4 years to release these files and didn't do it. The Republicans now are having their turn to release these files and they're not doing it. We need to replace them all, every one of them. If you walk into the voting booth and you vote to reelect an incumbent, someone that is already holding public office, you are stabbing this country in the leg. Vote them all out of office. We need a change of scenery. Get rid of all of them and put in a new batch of human beings. Wipe the slate clean. If they've been holding public office and we have a government shutdown, what's that mean? They're not doing their jobs properly. If we have an Epstein cover-up that doesn't get released by both parties, we've got a problem. The Democrats had 4 years. They could have released all of that info. They want to protect these pedophiles. They want to protect these corporations that are owned by these pedophiles. It's horrible. America can do so much better than these clowns. I say clowns, but there's nothing funny about it. It's very, very disgusting. Name one reason why we should be protecting any pedophiles. Give me a valid reason. There isn't one. Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, Dan Bongino should all be under impeachment. All of them. And it should have started today. They should not be on paid vacation. They're breaking the law. They call emergency sessions of Congress all the time. Why didn't they call one today? They want to protect these pedophiles. They want to cover up their crimes. There's no sound reason for it. There are selfish, self-enriching reasons for it. These people that are paying the bribes are the same people that were playing on the pedophile island. These people that are currently bribing our public officials are the same people that were playing on pedophile island. Our next president, whoever he or she is, let's hope that they take the lessons learned by this regime and they pick them all up and put them on a plane and ship them to CCOT. Every one of them. President, Vice President, House of Representatives, and Senate. You're talking about what, 537 people? We can get those on 2 planes. Put them on the planes, ship them out to CCOT, and be done with them. There's no reason for what they're doing to this country other than their own criminal plan. Jeffrey Epstein was a pimp. Who paid the pimp? He wasn't going to the bank every Monday with bushel baskets full of cash trying to make a deposit. There's a paper trail to every one of these criminals, to every single one of them. Let's see the paper trail. Let's see who paid the pimp. Oh, maybe this person wasn't. They were doing bad. All of them were doing bad. They were all doing bad things, and they're not getting tried for their crimes. They're getting away with it scot-free because they're rich. Tell me the minimum bribe. What is the minimum bribe you want from America to turn over the unredacted Epstein files? What's the minimum bribe? Give us a number. I can't afford a $400 million jet. But if people are buying pardons, what's that cost? What's the minimum? I can't compete with a maximum bribe, but what's the minimum bribe? Give me a ballpark figure. I'll start a GoFundMe, and the American people will pay to get these damn Epstein files out. We have a right to know. I don't care if half the corporations in this country crumble. I don't care. Let them crumble. They deserve to crumble. They're crooks. They're heinous criminals. That's my opinion. Feel free to jump in the chat and disagree. I mean, that's why this show's here. Your opinion matters. I'll respect it. You don't have to agree with me. Give me one valid reason why we should protect any pedophile. There is no valid reason. None. That's how criminal our current government is. Let alone the war crimes that they're doing. I mean, murdering people. Don't even focus on that. Focus on the pedophile protection racket that's going on. They want to play political games with this. They want to play the blame game. It's everybody but me. It's everybody but me. We let them do it. The American people are letting us down by allowing this whole farce to go on. The American people can stop this. The American people can vote all of these people out of office. The American people can unmask the masked ICE agents that are running around violating their fellow Americans' rights. Yeah, they're arresting American citizens, detaining them. It's not right. We have a set of laws that have functioned in this land for 250 years, and our current government is ignoring our existing laws. They're saying they don't apply to us. Maybe I'm not in the right frame of mind to be doing a TV show today. Okay, that's highly possible. Okay. I'm not a genius. I'm just a man. And I make mistakes all the time. Maybe today's show is a mistake that I'll regret. But I'm telling you, I watched the news this morning, and what they're doing to this country is just disgusting. The United States of America used to be a moral and ethical beacon. And now we are the exact opposite. I would expect that crimes against children will rise in this country because of this. I would expect pedophilia will continue. Why would it stop? It's okay. If you're rich enough, it's okay to be a pedophile. They're proving that on a daily basis right now. If you're rich enough, you can get away with anything. Hopefully, our next president will put them all on a plane and send them to CCOT. Let them see what it's really like. It might be too late for them to learn that lesson, but let's not take a chance. Let's teach them anyways. If it's okay to take Abrego Garcia without ever hitting a court of law and ship him out, then why can't you do it with Mitch McConnell? Why can't you do it with Lauren Boebert? Why can't you do it with any of them or all of them? The U.S. government has not gotten into any trouble. They get away with everything. So hopefully our next president, no matter who he or she is, as soon as they get into office, they just have the ICE agents go and pick up all sitting members of Congress. Put them on a plane and ship them to CCOT. We'll sort it out later. That's what it's okay to do. They've proven that. What's the worst can happen? I'm sorry, but that's the way I see it. They're teaching us. They are showing us the path. If one of us gets their rights trampled on, it costs all of us. And while Abrego Garcia was not a U.S. citizen, our laws pertaining to how human beings are treated in this country remain. The U.S. Constitution remains. These people are morally and ethically bankrupt. They're insufficient. They don't toe the mark. I'm never going to go to the Epstein ballroom, but I guarantee you these pedophiles will. They'll be partying down like there's no tomorrow on our dime. They're saying that this is all funded by private donations. All these private donations are made by the pedophiles. Go figure. The pedophiles are paying right now. They're being blackmailed. They're all giving their money to Trump and his cronies. They're all trying to get away with it because they know they were wrong. As long as they have unlimited resources, they're just going to keep on bribing. Hopefully, our next president will put them all on a plane and ship them out of here. One of you guys should run for political office. If you're over 35, it's a legal requirement. You must be 35 to be president of the United States. If you're over 35, please feel free to run for president of the United States. Run on a platform that you're going to put all of these idiots, these criminals, on a plane to CCOT. You'll get elected quick. Believe me. If it's legal to do to Albrego Garcia, it's legal to do it to Mitch McConnell. I'm telling you, they're proving it to us every day. Let's hope our next president has the wherewithal, has the common sense, and puts them all on a plane and gets them out of this country forever. That's my opinion. What's yours? I know. Yeah, if the Lions had won, I'd probably have a better outlook today, but I just don't. The Lions lost. And now I need to root for them to continue to lose 2 more games. They'll get better draft picks. We've got 2 6-round picks and 2 7-round picks that they'll probably trade to move up into the draft. So why shouldn't I root for them to lose the last 2 games? It'll move them up in the draft. We need offensive line and defensive secondary. Let's start there. The offensive line, I don't think I've seen the offensive line the same in 2 games back to back this season. They've had a revolving door on it. And it's all due to injuries. The secondary, the entire secondary is on IR. Yeah, so I'll be watching Thursday's game against Minnesota in Minnesota, and I'll be rooting for Minnesota. And if you really want to have some fun with this, I'm going to have this same conversation with Mike Kimber while he's live streaming the game. And he knows I'm a devout Lions fan. I will be rooting for Minnesota. I need them to win. And then the week after, I need the Bears to win. At this point in their division, the Lions have one win. That's it. That's all they got. They lost to Minnesota after the bye. Green Bay swept them. They've got one division win after sweeping the division last year. They were 6-0 in division games last year. This year, no. They've got one win and 3 losses and 2 division games remaining. I need them to lose so we get better draft status. The better our draft status, the better athletes we can get in the draft. Once you've seen that the season is over, well, I'd like to see him bench Jared Goff for the rest of the season. Why risk him? Why? If he gets injured the last 2 weeks of the season, or St. Brown gets injured the last 2 weeks of the season, or Jahmyr Gibbs gets hurt, that's going to affect us next year. Bench those guys. Bench the starters and save them, protect them. They were beat up enough this year. What do you guys want to talk about? What's on your mind? Yeah, I'm talking about Lions and Epstein. Epstein, I just don't understand why these people would have continued to associate with this guy after they knew that he was a child molester. They don't have the same morals we do. All of these billionaires and millionaires do not have the same morals. They do not have the same ethics that you and I have. That's evident. I just think that the smartest thing our next president can do is round them all up and ship them all out of here, and then they're gone permanently. They deserve it. From their own actions, they deserve punishment. You and I, we get held accountable for our crimes. You and I are punished whenever we do something wrong. Let's punish the rich guys. First thing we need to do is, starting next year, the midterm elections, 2026, We need to vote all incumbents out of office. Some of them you can do in the primaries, but figure on the general election, vote them all out of office. They are the problem that we are having. They are the problem. The elites, the rich, they are the ones that are bribing our politicians. They are the ones that don't want to be held accountable for their actions. So hopefully our next president will put them all on a plane and get them the hell out of here. Just drain their bank accounts and pay off the national debt. Seems pretty simple to me. I'm never going to get invited to the Epstein ballroom, but every one of these pedophiles that they're covering up for, they're all going to get an invite to the Epstein ballroom. They're going to be wining and dining on our dime. Think about that for the next 3 years. They will be wining and dining all their pedophile buddies on our dime. There were banking presidents, major corporation owners. They're all amongst the pedophiles. They're hiding in plain sight. They're bribing our politicians to keep themselves hidden. They're not being accountable for their crimes, whereas you and I are held accountable for our crimes on a daily basis. They've already been getting away with it for years. The Democrats and the Republicans could have both released these Epstein files. They could have both shown us who was paying the pimp. And both of them decided not to do it. Both parties are complicit. It's disgusting. There is no good reason to protect any pedophile. Not one. There is no good, just reason to protect them. The only thing that remains is criminality and co-conspiracy. Criminality and co-conspiracy. That's why you protect pedophiles. So many things in this life are self-explanatory. This is one. When there's no sound reason to protect a single pedophile, why would they be doing it? They choose to do it because they are protecting themselves. They are the pedophiles. They are the bad guys. You and I are held accountable, but the rich are not. When are we going to end that cycle? When do the rich start to be accountable? Put them all on a plane and ship them out of here. Send them to CCOT. If it's legal to do it to Abrego Garcia, you can do it to Mitch McConnell. You can do it to Lauren Boebert. Put them on a plane, ship their asses out of here. Next, put a revolving door on the halls of Congress. Stop re-electing incumbents. Stop the cycle of insanity. We keep re-electing incumbents and it never gets repaired. The American people need help. We want help. We deserve help, but we get none. Our politicians are paid for by the corporations and the rich. The corporations and the rich were the ones that were sexually abusing those girls. These are the pedophiles. They will be partying in the Epstein ballroom on our dime. There's no reason for it. Only the American people can stop it. Not just one, all of the American people. When the American people unite, all of these people will crumble. But not until the American people unite. They've spent decades breaking us into smaller groups so that they could control and manipulate us. The bad guys are our government. All of them. If you've got a governor and your state governor is not yelling and screaming to get these Epstein files released to the public, unredacted, your governor is in on it too. They're all a part of the same problem. They want to distract us. They want to pit us against each other. Don't let them succeed. Starting in 2026, no more incumbents. If they've held a position in Congress, thank you for your service. Now hit the bricks. Don't let the door hit you in the ass. We're glad to see you go. You did not fix the problem. Turns out you were the problem. All of them. Republican and Democrat and Independent. If they've held office, vote them out of office. Somebody else in, somebody new, somebody different. It doesn't matter who. We need to, as a country, we need to ditch them all. Out with them all. That's my opinion. Feel free to jump in the chat and disagree. Straighten me out, educate me. As far as I'm concerned, no more incumbents. I'll never vote for another incumbent as long as I live. I don't care if I like them or not. If they've done one term, that's enough. I'm ready for some other human being to take that position. Any other human being. They are proving to us on a daily basis that they have no value to us. When they refuse to give us the names of the pedophiles, they are proving to us that they have no value to us. Thus, we must vote them all out of office. Every one of them. If they've held political office, they're done. Vote them out. Personal opinion. When my trash can gets full, I dump it in a dumpster. I get it out of my house. The U.S. government is the trash. The U.S. government is the garbage. Get them out of your house. Vote them out. That's my opinion. This show is set up so that we can all voice our opinion. Your opinion is welcome. If you want to chat, go to youtube.com and download the Discord app. I believe it's free. Most people that chat are watching on their TV, but they're using their phone, a tablet, or a computer to chat. It's my understanding that the latest of smart TVs have everything built in so that you can chat with your TV remote, but I haven't seen that with my own eyes yet. So based on what I know, I'm telling you most people use their phone. Afternoon Chat is a free show. Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Except for this Thursday, I'll be taking Christmas Day off. Friday at 3, the show will be right back on. This is an inclusive channel. Everyone is welcome, even if we disagree. No midstream ads, no sponsors, no commercials of any kind. I don't have a production staff. I don't have a makeup crew. All I have are you, the viewers. I do need to ask people to like and subscribe. According to YouTube, that will help out. They send me like a sticker every week or something. And my sticker says I need people to like and subscribe more. My sticker says that I'm doing a great job. Not just a good job, but a great job. So I'm going to continue on. I do need 1,000 subscribers, and I do need 4,000 viewing hours. That's to get my channel monetized. Eventually, I'd like to be able to post other videos that do have commercials so that I can turn a profit. But this show will always be free. And it will always be free because I made this show for another reason. I like to meet people and talk to people and hear their opinions. Not just on current events, but on anything that they want to talk about. My nephew sent me a text last night, wants me to teach craps. I was a table games dealer in Las Vegas for 30 plus years. If you want to talk about table games, we're more than welcome to. I went off this morning about the Epstein ballroom and the Epstein files because I watched the news this morning and it set me off. I apologize. It's not normally a negative show. I don't have a script. I don't have a set agenda for this show. I'm not trying to control and manipulate people. I'm just simply voicing my opinion, and I'm giving you the opportunity to do the same. All opinions are welcome. As long as we stay within the community guidelines of YouTube, I'm good. I've been doing this just over 4 months. I got 41 subscribers and about 250 viewing hours. Those are approximate numbers. I don't really go through the analytics that much because, I got other things to do. This morning I was watching the news and it set me off, so I came on TV and went off. My bad. You should consider tuning in tomorrow to see what I screw up tomorrow. I'm not perfect. I screw things up all the time. That's your proof that I'm not AI. I'm a real guy sitting on one end of his couch, smoking cigarettes like they're going out of style. They are going out of style. Well, it used to be just the cool people. Now it's just me. We can discuss anything that you want to talk about on any given day. When I go through the numbers on this channel, I'm getting views. If you want me to change the show, do something different, jump in the chat. Give me ideas. What do you think? I'll listen to your opinion. I'm all set for Christmas. I got to sell some money out this week, but that's it. Everything else that I'm doing is done. I'm going to grocery shop for Christmas tomorrow, and not sure what I'm going to do for Christmas dinner. There's like 3 football games on Christmas Day, so I'm figuring I'll probably watch all 3. But I really have no other plans. My kids and grandkids, they all live out in Vegas. I'm not going anywhere. I want to be able to watch my football game and smoke my cigarettes. If I go to someone else's home, I have to go outside to smoke. In my home, I can smoke inside. I do not have a Christmas tree. I used to get big ones. And then as my children got older, they got smaller and smaller and smaller. And now having no kids at home, I don't. I take my Christmas cards and I put them on the back of my front door in the shape of a tree. That's all I need. I'm a single guy. If I had kids at home, I would have a tree, and I did that for years. I'm not going out. I'm going grocery shopping tomorrow, but I'm not going to any of the shopping stores. Are you kidding? Have you seen the amount of people that are out there? It's a zoo. And the prices are ridiculous too. I'll probably get the makings of a real nice meal for Christmas Day. I'm thinking now, right now, I'm thinking that I want to have steak, maybe a baked potato and some fresh broccoli. But we'll see what I get at the store, what I find, and maybe something will catch my eye. Well, I'm saying steak because I've been watching Mike Kimber yesterday, and the sponsor on his show is that Omaha Steaks. So I've been looking at those steaks, and so it's got steak on my mind. So I'm probably going to get steak this Christmas. I'm just cooking for one, it's just me. So I don't want any leftovers. So it fits. So what's on your mind? What do you guys want to talk about? We got 25 minutes of show left. I only ranted for an hour and a half. Hey, for me, that's not too bad. Last week, I did a full 2 hours on the hate, the futility of hate. Yeah. Well, every time I watch the news, that's what sends me spiraling, I believe in self-censorship. So probably starting on Christmas Day, I'll probably stop watching the news until like after New Year's. I believe in self-censorship. I don't think anyone else has the right to censor, but I believe I can censor the intake. And this news is just so negative. There, at every turn, this regime that is running this country appears to be lacking. They're just not good enough. Some of these people they're deporting are good people. Some of these people they're deporting shouldn't have been deported. If they'd been in front of a judge and the judge said goodbye, okay, I got no complaint. But when they never put them in front of a judge, when a judge never signed an arrest warrant, I'm sorry, they're out of line. Let's talk about immigration. We got 22 minutes left. Let's discuss it. The birth rate in America is dropping off. Right down the tubes. People aren't having babies. Well, they're not having babies because having babies is expensive. It's a lifelong commitment that costs you a lot of money. And it's a lot of responsibility. Truth be told, we need immigrants in this country. We need legal immigration. And even though we have no right to do it, once we give them immigration and they are here, we should ask them to have children. Give them a vested interest into staying to see the outcome. Our population needs to grow so that our tax base is covered. Otherwise, they're going to be coming after our Social Security more than they are. If there's no working class, then those taxes don't get paid because the rich don't pay taxes. Only the working class, you and I, we're the only ones paying taxes. The corporations aren't paying taxes, and the rich are not paying taxes. So if we let the population dwindle, there won't be any workers for the jobs. If we let the population dwindle, there won't be anyone working to pay the taxes. If no one's working to pay the taxes will not get paid because the rich will not pay. The corporations will not pay. They would rather bribe our politicians than pay their taxes. They've proven it to us over the last 250 years. Immigration is the only way to save this country. We need legal immigration. We need more human beings to come to America, and we need them to be young and work jobs. And we need them to pay their taxes, and we need them to have children. If there's no workforce paying the taxes, guess what? We need human beings. I don't care what problem you have in this world. It doesn't matter what your task is that you're trying to fix. The solution is more human beings. Ukraine wants to end the war with Russia. What does Ukraine need? More human beings, more people on their side. If the entire world was on Ukraine's side, Russia would retreat. Problem solved. Solution, more people, more human beings. You're trying to build a house. You're all by yourself. What do you need? More people, more human beings. It lightens your workload, makes your task easier, and you're going to be more successful faster. I don't care what you're trying to do. The answer is you need more human beings. You're trying to plant 40 acres. What do you need? More human beings. You're trying to harvest 40 acres. What do you need? More human beings. You're trying to build a city. What do you need? More human beings. That's our solution to everything. More human beings. You don't realize it. I know you don't. I'm the only one on TV telling you this. I've never seen this on TV. I'm telling you, I don't care what your task is. If you want to get it done sooner rather than later, you need more human beings, more people on your side, more help. 2 guys can build a house faster than 1. They got half the workload. That's the simple math. 2 is greater than 1. Yeah, it's amazing. I thought it out. I came up with it. Pulled a rabbit out of my hat on that one. No matter what your task, helpers Make it easier. What do you need to get helpers? Tolerance. If a guy's helping you build your house, do you care what his religion is? Has no bearing, does it? Do you care what his race is? Has no bearing, does it? He's helping you. He's cut your workload in half. Now what happens if you get 5 people to help you? Yourself and 4 more. Now your workload is 20% of what it once was. I don't care what your task is. Whatever you're trying to do, the solution is get more people to help you. Human beings. Take a look outside your front door. Look at the skyline of your city, your town, your village. Wherever you are, I can guarantee you that everything that you see in that skyline was built by your predecessors, your forefathers, the generations before you, getting past their differences, becoming tolerant with one another to the point that they could work together to build. When human beings get together and collaborate, they succeed. If you cannot succeed at whatever task you're trying to do, you need more human beings. The only way to get more human beings is to become tolerant. All human beings are basically the same. All of us. Any part of the globe, we're all basically the same. At the same time that we all have this common ground, we are all also unique. We are unique individuals. We need to get past our differences and team up. When we team up, we accomplish more. The workload is lessened. If Ukraine wants to win the war with Russia, Ukraine needs more people, more human beings. The more people you have on your side, the more successful you become. I don't care what your task is, solving a war, building a gazebo. The more human beings you got helping, the more successful you will become. Fact. Feel free to jump in the chat and disagree. I mean, that's why this show is here. We have cities, towns, and villages because when humans get in close proximity of one another, they collaborate. When they collaborate, they succeed. They do not fail. If everyone in your town says, we're going to build building X, it gets built quick. If you're the only one in your town that wants to build building X, guess what? You could be a little overwhelmed. How do you rectify that? How do you fix that? How do you make yourself more successful? You get more people. This shows the same thing. If you want to see this show succeed, we need more people. If I want to see this show succeed, I need more people. It's amazing. But more people, being inclusive, being tolerant of one another's differences is the key to our success. Not just my success, all of our success. The more people we get, the easier our workload. You think you want to go it alone? You don't. You want help. Why do you want help? Lessens your workload. You can produce bigger, faster, and better things. Boom, boom, boom. We'll just start tackling these problems one at a time, and we're going to pop them off as long as we got a supply of human beings. More people, less problems. If you are struggling, I don't care with what, you need more people. You're struggling with holiday depression. What do you need? Counseling. Do you need AI counseling? No, you need a real human being. You need more people. I don't care what you're trying to do. Every task is easier and accomplished faster with more people. This show, I can succeed if I get more people. Without them, it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be days like today where no one jumps in the chat and I have to carry the whole 2-hour show myself. The key to my success, more people. The key to your success with whatever you're trying to do is more people. Human beings helping other human beings. I know it's a novel concept. Nobody is talking about it anywhere except me, but I'm telling you the truth. I don't care what you're trying to accomplish. Get more humans to help you, and you will succeed. Failure comes from being without help. Failure comes from being inadequate. One person is inadequate. 2 people are a team. A team will always outproduce one person. Always. They can't help it. Excuse me. I'm not trying to tell you how to run your life, but I am giving you my opinions. My opinions are based on my experience, my education, my knowledge. This is an open chat forum. Live stream 2 hours a day, 5 days a week. Except this week, I'm taking Christmas Day off. Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This is an inclusive channel. Everyone is welcome. Voice your opinion. Jump in the chat. Let yourself be heard. The only thing you can really do wrong here is not have a good time. You don't have to be in agreement with me 100% of the time. You don't have to agree with me ever. I respect you and your right to have your own opinion based on your life experiences. based on your education. I'm your host, Ghost Mostly. I'm presenting you with a free show, a free opportunity to speak your mind. We are worldwide. I've talked to different people from 8 different countries. If your country does not support free speech, do not get yourself into trouble on this show. Do not get into trouble with your local government by something you say on this show. The United States, where I'm at, specifically Michigan, I have free speech. I'm not risking anything with my government. Some of the countries that this show is broadcast to cannot make the same claim. That said, mind yourself and protect your privacy in the chat at all times. I do. I go by the name Ghost Mostly. I'm protecting my privacy, right? This is acceptable. But I'm telling you that your voice will be heard. Your opinion will be heard. I leave it up on YouTube. I've never deleted a show. It stays up there. You can go back and look at it anytime you want. All that said, it's time to sign off. Thank you. I appreciate you for viewing. I appreciate all the likes and subscribes. I appreciate the fans of the show more than you realize. Monday through Friday, 3 to 5 p.m., a free show. An inclusive show where everyone is welcome. My philosophy, be nice to everyone all of the time. You'll like the end result. With that said, I want you guys to have a good, safe evening. Enjoy Monday Night Football. I'll be watching Tom Grossi. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a marvelous day and Merry Christmas to all. See you tomorrow.